need to take a moment, get myself ready. Given the recent events that have occurred, and quite frankly have been occurring since the moment we were declared free, there are a few things that I must address. I'm talking about police brutality. I'm talking about the stereotypes against blacks. I'm talking about our reaction to the way we have been treated time and time again. The lack of justice we receive when such brutal attacks happen, and where we go from here. I want it to be understood that, first and foremost, I am talking to the people who look like me and those who consider themselves allies to our struggle. For far too long, we have been used for financial gain and left with the short end of the stick. We have been used to build this country along with other races of slaves. We have been used to build whole music industries with nothing to show for it except that the art that's no longer ours. We have been pushed or used to push other groups or factions' agendas that had nothing really to do with us, and yet we are still hated by the majority of America. I say majority because if it was the other way around, then this would not be such a normal thing to experience. Black man shot dead in his car while asleep by a policeman. Black man shot dead while jogging because he looked intimidating. Black man killed while protesting peacefully. We are tackled and thrown to the ground regardless of how peaceful we are in protest. We are used by entertainers and influencers who use our likeness and relatability to profit off of our creativity, but stay silent, or even worse, speak up about it to get a larger following, to get more clients, but do not actually take action and go out to speak. The constant attacks on us when we don't fit the mold that not just white America, racist America wants us to be in. It is not only white people that are hateful against us. It is the majority of the world. We saw the things happening in China with COVID-19, and blacks were treated as if it were our fault the virus had been there in the first place. Being refused entry to supermarkets and arrested because we spoke back to the officer, and yet right behind that cop that was arresting you, there was a man of just about any other race with no mask on, going about their business. But you are the one thrown out of the supermarket. We have seen the videos, and we have experienced personally everything that is happening in those videos. But somehow the majority refuse to admit that we are treated less than our white counterparts, our Puerto Rican counterparts, our Asian counterparts, our Mexican counterparts, our Bangladesh counterparts, our Irish counterparts, our Greek counterparts, our Desi counterparts, our Thailand counterparts, all of the above. All of the above. If knowing that black people are being targeted and disproportionately abused and killed by those who are supposed to protect and serve us makes you upset, it should. But you know what? Why are we looking? Why us as a people are we looking toward institutions that never protected us to treat us any better? Why do we have to wait for a good cop to reprimand the bad ones? If they rarely have. Why do we long for justice from a system that was written to keep us docile and incarcerated? The anger we feel is not new. It's just becoming emboldened as we only see our people murdered in front of our eyes every day. Our sadness that we felt in the past is no longer debilitating. We are no longer crying inside of our homes. We are crying together. We are angry together. We are tired together. We are ready for change now more than ever. It is not a new feeling. This is a collective thought. Now we see that we can come together and our experience holds power. Being empowered in the face of injustice and mistreatment can be a launching point for our ideals and future to be built and polished. As black people are more open now than ever to come together and enact change ourselves, since no one else is going to do it. People confuse our cries for inclusivity. No, we don't want that. We want to be able to say, this is ours, without asking for it. We should be able to say, we built this without help, without feeling like we owe someone something that is rightfully ours. Our blood is not only on the hands of filthy police, it is on the hands of people who feel like they are empowered by the corrupt government and legal system with outdated laws that fail to protect us. If people looked like you in places of power and profit, wouldn't you feel like you had a bigger voice? We collectively know the power we have now, that it has been shown that whatever powers may be will stop at nothing to make sure we do not unite and create what we've always been able to create together. People are afraid of us when we're together. What are we going to do with that knowledge? It doesn't have to end here. We as a people, firstly, a people of humanity, is how I want to say it. Really, firstly, as a people of the black community. But we, as a people, can unite. We, as a people, we can prosper together. Even better than we have in the past. We can do better than Black Wall Street. And for whatever reason that wasn't taught in school. From local businesses to multi-billion-dollar corporations, from here in the US to Eastern Europe, money and borders don't have to limit us. The world is big enough for us to have our own peace. So let's stop just asking for change. Let's educate each other. Let us build a new economy for ourselves, where our businesses circulate money back to us like everybody else has been able to do. Build little sections of towns and cities like all other races have been able to do. We need to stop being so individualistic with our prosperity. Yes, it will be harder to do than everybody else, but there is not a single thing on this planet that we as a people have not overcome. Ultimately, like I said before, we wish to be united with the world as a human race. But we must first unite with ourselves. Black power is not hate, but love. Love to all on the planet, because everybody on this planet has black within them anyway. We will unite. We will strive, and we will prosper and create a new narrative for blacks all around the world. Peace and love, my people. Let's get to work.